Hi Libra, welcome to February. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And this month we have a full moon in Leo on the 5th. Then we have Mercury moving into Aquarius on the 12th. The Sun moves into Pisces on the 19th. We have a new moon in Pisces on the 20th. And Venus, your ruling planet, moves into Aries on the 21st. But let's see what the cards say, and we'll talk about the astrology later. What do we need to know? What does Libra need to know about love and relationships in February of 2023? And anything else that might be important. What is coming up for Libra 2023? February 2023. What does Libra need to know? Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Someone is being sneaky or avoiding something. Okay, what does Libra need to know about love and relationships for February 2023? Let's see what we got. The Magician. The Chariot. The Three of Wands. The High Priestess. The Sun. The Page of Wands. The Four of Cups. The Ten of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. And the card at the bottom of the deck, perfect card for Libra, the Seven of Cups, being stuck in the choices. Okay, so you start the month off with, you have great cards, by the way. I mean, these major arcana are wonderful, especially the Sun and the Magician. So the Magician is about manifestation. The Magician is about making what you want, or creating what you want in the physical plane. And the way you do it is with the power of thought. You visualize what you want to create. You have to start with the thought before you can manifest. So it's telling you have all the skills needed to get whatever. So if you're looking for relationship, if you're looking for love, it's on. It's there for you. Especially you have this Ten of Cups here in your environment. The thing is, you've got this Chariot, and this is a good card too, but I'm seeing that you may be overwhelmed with different choices, or you're spreading yourself too thin. The Chariot is about victory through discipline and focus. So the problem is, you're not focusing on one specific thing that you want. You're all over the place with the Chariot. So the key to make this card successful for you is not to let your mind take you running around in circles, because your mind, the monkey mind, will drive you crazy. You'll be all over the place. Maybe I should choose this. Maybe I should choose that. Maybe this would be better for me. Maybe that would be better for. I don't know what's right for me. I don't know what I want. So if you're going through all of that, you're never going to manifest what you want because the focus is off. The focus is weak. It's too spread out. So this month you have to think, what do I really want in a relationship? What do I really need in my life? What is the perfect relationship? Not that there is any perfect relationship, but in a perfect world, what type of person would I want to connect with? Or if you're in a relationship, how can I make it better? What do I need to make this relationship better? To make it be what I want? And don't get distracted. You have to you might need to let go of a few things so that you can focus on what's really important. Because when the Chariot comes up, you could be too scattered. You're going in too many directions. And it's like, it's like being a jack of all trades, master of none. You have to decide, okay, where can I focus my energy and get rid of the distractions and just zero in on that one goal, that one person, that one whatever the problem is, whatever the situation is. You have to really know what you want. before you can get it. And you can get it. I'm seeing it here. So that's step one, is to think, what do I want? Step two is to focus and visualize it and see it as if it already happened. And thank the universe, show gratitude, say, thank you for this wonderful partner. Thank you for this wonderful relationship. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. And then give it time, give it energy. And if you have too many things happening, you got to eliminate. You got to, scale down and say, okay, I really prefer this over that, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this. I'm going to focus on that. You have the Three of Wands here. So this is a card of, you've already started to see the results of whatever you've put in. Like, the Three of Wands is rewards for effort. The mundane meaning is this person is a merchant and he sent his ships out to sea, and now they're coming back with the goods. He made the sale, he brought back, he spent money or he went after something and now he's seeing the results of his work that's coming back. The main issue here is the Seven of Cups, being stuck in the choices, where this person here, he knows he or she, I can have any one of these options. And you're just dreaming about each option, like, well, if I was with this, if I chose this thing, this is how it might work out. If I chose that thing, I wonder how that might work out. And you're visualizing, which is good, to imagine what the future might be depending on what you choose. But at some point you have to make a choice and make a decision and choose and take action. It's like with this card, you're just stuck in the dream world. You're just dreaming about it, but you're not doing anything about it. The High Priestess is here. You could be attracting, well, this has two meanings the way I see it. You could be interested in someone that's very spiritual, very intuitive, maybe kind of a quiet, mysterious kind of nature, like you don't know much about them, they don't reveal a lot, if it's a person. But it could also mean you need to quiet your mind. You have to take time out to meditate and listen to that inner voice. And what is that inner voice telling you? What does your gut tell you? Like when you think about this choice or that choice, where do you feel most that warm, fuzzy feeling? Like, yeah, I want to do that. Or, well, I don't know. So if you have any doubts about something, listen to those feelings too. Like when you think about making this decision or that decision, if it doesn't feel right in your gut, then that's a sign. But if it feels right, like I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm called to do it, I would go for it. The High Priestess also can represent things happening behind the scene, not necessarily negative, but like positive, that you may not be aware of. So there's a lot hidden that you're not aware of that you need to reveal, that needs to be revealed. The Sun is here, coming up in the future, and the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is good news. It's a message coming. The Sun is, if you've been struggling with something in a relationship, you're going to overcome it, and the Sun's coming out. Like you could connect with someone that you really have a lot of fun with. And I feel like it could be like over the summer, because I'm getting the feeling like the warmer weather. As the weather gets warmer, if you're in the northern hemisphere, or if you're like maybe going on a vacation to some warm climate, I just feel that it's going to be, you're going to connect with someone where you feel like a child again, where you have fun, like that childlike joy, where you're just with someone and the time just flows and you don't even realize time's going by because you're just having fun. It's not so much of a sexual connection. You know how every relationship's different. Some are more physical, there's a physical attraction, and others are just like, hey, we're like two kids in a sandbox playing, and laughing and having fun. And that's what's on the way. Page of Wands, message is coming. Good news. You have this Four of Cups in your negative thinking sector. So this is a card of dissatisfaction and boredom. So maybe you're not happy with the way your life is right now, but you're not really ready to change it either. And you're looking at your options and you're thinking, well, maybe I need to see what else is out there because this is not doing it for me. I don't feel valued. I don't feel appreciated. Someone's offering you a cup of love, so a cup of love will be offered to you this month. You may not want it with this cup. You might or maybe you've had offers in the past and you're like, well, I don't know if that person's right for me, or I don't know if this situation's right. So you kind of really are deciding not to decide. You're like kind of like nothing's really thrilling you yet where you say yes, like when you meet someone and you really want to be with that person, there's no question, you just want to be with them. I don't think you're there yet. But in your environment, you have the 10 of Cups, which is you're surrounded by love. You have the potential. I mean, this could be family, but there's someone in your world, in your environment, that could bring a lot of joy to your life. The 10 of Cups it's the higher card of love. It's like the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment, but it's more of a physical thing, a sensual thing. The 10 of Cups is like pure love. This is the happy home, two people that are together and they've got the kids playing here. And that's probably what you can have if you're looking for that. And you have this Knight of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with a fire sign or an earth sign because you have the Wands and the Pentacles. Maybe you're trying to choose between the two. The Knight of Pentacles is someone, though, I think you really want the Knight. So maybe the Page is calling. Maybe the Wands, the fire sign is calling you, but you're not interested. But you're thinking about the earth sign. So the fire signs, just in case you don't know, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this Knight likes to take things slow. They don't like to rush into things. So it may start out like a friendship and then it grows into love over time. Like you may start out just getting together, having fun, just two friends, sharing a drink, sharing whatever, getting together maybe with other people in a group. You have this 3 of Cups here. This is about socializing. This is a card of celebration, parties. So maybe there's a party coming up and you get to hang out with these people and you get to figure out who's the one I really want. Whatever the case is, the 3 of Cups can also represent a birth. You also have the 3 of Wands. Both, threes they symbolize birth, but they don't have to be an actual physical birth. It's usually the birth of something new, the result of hard work, like you're creating something, you're giving birth to a new idea, a new project, a new romance, even a new phase in an existing relationship. It doesn't have to be like a new relationship. It can be that you have a new start with your existing partner and you're having more fun. I just feel like things are improving. But the only thing that you have to do is get off the fence and make a decision. You have to choose. You have to make the choice. And once you make that decision, the universe will open up and send you what you want. But until when you're up in the air and the universe is like, well, I don't know what to give you. It's like a kid crying and they don't know what they want, in a candy store. Well, what do you want? Do you want the candy? Do you want the chocolate? And the kid's like, meh. And you have to tell yourself and the universe, what do I want? This is what I want. Once you make that choice, that decision, you visualize that outcome, the floodgates will open and you're going to be celebrating and you're going to be having fun. So visualize what you really want and you can have it this month. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say for Libra. What message does Libra need to hear from the angel cards? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's pick one. Positive outcome. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? All right, let's see what this says. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts and beliefs and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. That's exactly what I'm saying about the magician. That's how you manifest. You focus on the positive, you visualize. That's how people win, these athletes that when they're really in the zone, they're thinking about winning. They're not thinking about anything else but winning, getting to the finish line. And it's the same for us in life. If you really want something, you have to, do that exercise, that mental exercise of visualizing a positive outcome, visualizing the perfect scenario. And you'll be surprised how close you come to manifesting it. So let's see. What does the astrology have to say? So we have this full moon in your 11th house, in Leo. So the moon is in Leo in your 11th house of friendship the groups that you belong to. The Sun and Saturn are in the 5th house. So you could be connecting with people. You might meet someone. Let me go back. The full moon brings things to the surface. It shines a light on things. It reveals things. So whatever is hidden might be revealed at this full moon. So if there's a friend that you're interested in, or if there's someone that is interested in you, that might come out. And I think it's going to start out as a romance or just a creative project maybe. Because the 5th house is about creativity, creative self-expression. So you might connect with someone and you're just having fun together. You're just doing something creative together. You know, art, music, dance, whatever. And it's a slow, I think it might be a slow growth toward romance or love. It starts out as a friendship. And with Saturn in the mix, it could lead to something permanent, something long-lasting. Now, this full moon is squared by Uranus, and Uranus is in your 8th house with the North Node. So the 8th house has to do with money, your partner's income, taxes, insurance, inheritance, paying off debts, but it's also the house of intimacy in a sense that when you're bonding with someone on the soul level, you know, you could have sex in the 5th house. The 5th house is sex, you know, pleasure. But the 8th house is soul union. It's like when you go deep. You know, it's not just recreational. It's you're really like bonding beyond the physical. It's beyond physical. So you could have that, and it could come up suddenly with Uranus there. Let's see what else is going on. You've got Jupiter. Oh my God, you've had Jupiter in Aries. It was in Aries last year a little bit. Then it moved into Pisces. Now it's back in Aries. It's moving forward. You've only got a couple of more months before it moves out of Aries. When Jupiter's in your 7th house, it's the ideal time to find a perfect mate. Jupiter will bring a wealthy partner, a positive influence in your life, someone who lifts you up rather than drains you, someone who helps you to explore different cultures and just expand your world. And Chiron's there too. So I feel like if you're connecting with someone this month, Chiron is the wounded healer. This person could bring healing to your life. So if you've suffered from, if you had some difficulties in relationships in the past, Jupiter and Chiron, because Jupiter's moving toward a conjunction with Chiron in your 7th house, you could have this relationship could bring healing to you. It can heal past wounds. And it can be very positive. Jupiter is a luck planet. Wherever Jupiter shows up in your chart when it's transiting, it's bringing you luck and opportunity. So don't sit on the fence. Get out there, mingle, socialize, network. Your soulmate is waiting for you if you're not in a relationship. If you are in a relationship, it could just mean better times. Maybe you have to, you have a time of healing between the two of you. So maybe there are things that have been keeping you apart that you need to work on. The shadow stuff, fears of intimacy and other things like that. Maybe work-life balance even. You've got Mercury and Pluto in the 4th house. So your home life is changing. Your relationship with your family is changing. Pluto's been in your 4th house since 2008. So your home life has transformed dramatically since then. You may have changed your living situation. Your relationship with your family may have changed. Your mother. Your home itself may have been rebuilt, redone. And with Mercury there, it's time for you to talk about some childhood issues. I feel like Pluto wants you to go deep. Pluto will strip you to the bone and reveal like your deepest wounds. And in the 4th house, that has to do with home, family, childhood, early childhood. Maybe it's time to talk about those wounds so that you can overcome them. And that will be a positive influence on your relationship. You've got Mars, Venus and Neptune are in your 6th house. So that's great for work. You could find love at work in a work environment. Neptune, you want to be careful though with Neptune. That you're seeing someone clearly. Like you may not be seeing the person the way they really are. Or you could be working in some kind of field where you're helping others, like doing some kind of social work or healing work or spiritual work, even art. Maybe you're doing something creative, something artistic. And Venus is squaring Mars this month at this full moon. Now, when Venus and Mars are square, sparks will fly. It brings more of a sexual attraction. So maybe one of your relationships might be more physical, than spiritual. I feel like there might be two things happening. One is the sexual connection, the chemistry, and one is a spiritual connection, like a soul union. And you maybe have to decide which one you want, what's more important to you. Venus is sextile Uranus. Where is your Venus? From the 6th house to the 8th house. So if you're connecting with someone, it could come up suddenly. It could be like a sudden attraction, a sudden, feelings develop suddenly. All of a sudden you realize you care more about this person than you thought you did. So things are going to be revealed at this full moon. And maybe you'll find out what you really want. Then we have the new moon in Pisces. And that's in your 6th house. That's the house of work and health. And this new moon is conjunct Saturn. No, but Saturn is an out of sign conjunction. It's in Aquarius, but at the very end of Aquarius. It's in your 5th house. And it's, so like, the new moon is 1 degree Pisces, and Saturn is like 28 degrees Aquarius. So they're close. They're only like 2 degrees apart. And so I think you have the opportunity to have a new beginning. And I think it has to do with having fun, a relationship, starting something new that can also bring healing to your life. I think that you're ready to heal. And it may even make you take better care of yourself, because the 6th house is health as well as it is work. It's like your day-to-day work environment, but it's also health. Like, how do I nurture myself? Am I taking care of me, or am I taking care of everybody else? So you have this opportunity to get on a healthier lifestyle, working out, eating healthier, giving up some bad habits. And if you're starting something new under a Pisces new moon, it could be very romantic, especially with Venus and Neptune there. You might think, you might be like in La La Land with this new person if you're meeting somebody new. Mars is sextile Jupiter. It's not only going to be dreamy and romantic, it's also going to be very physical. Because Mars in the 8th house, that's very sexual. And like I said, you have some wounds that need to be healed, and you can have them healed. Oh no, Mars is in the 9th house, I'm sorry. So if you're connecting with someone in the 9th house with Mars, it's probably going to be someone that has a different culture or a different upbringing. And this person can change your belief systems. This person can teach you a lot. You yourself may want to travel. You yourself may want to connect with different cultures, different people. Maybe you're tired of the same old type of relationship and you want someone exotic. You want something different. And Mars can bring it to you, especially if you travel. You might meet someone traveling. Or you might decide to go back to school. Maybe you'll meet someone in an educational setting. Mars is wanting you to get out of your neighborhood, because the 9th house is, the 3rd house is your local environment. The 9th house is long distance travel. Like get out of town. You're not going like 50 miles. You're going like 5,000 miles, 2,000 miles to another country, another continent, So that can happen. Pluto, this year, Pluto is moving out of Capricorn. It's been in Capricorn since 2008. It's going to move into Aquarius, which is going to be great for you. Right now it's in the 4th house. So Pluto's been really digging up the dirt, forcing you to deal with childhood issues, family issues, mother issues. You name it. It's stripping you to the bone. But it's good because it's a healing thing. It's revealing things that you need to see, that you need to deal with. When Pluto moves into the 5th house, look out. Because that's your house of fun, sex, romance, creative self-expression. And it'll be trining your sun. Pluto in Aquarius, trining Libra. Get ready for a powerful relationship to start. If you're not in a relationship when Pluto moves into Aquarius, you will definitely get in one, and it'll be very intense, very powerful, very transformative. The 5th house is also the house of children. So maybe you're having a transformation with your children. you have a more intense relationship with them, or things are, bringing you closer together. You're revealing things about each other. You may have sometimes Pluto can bring power struggles or learning how to deal with power. But I think you really have an opportunity at this new moon to have a new start. And I think it's more of a healing new start, so that you can attract love, so you can attract romance. Maybe you've been working too hard, and now it's time to take care of you. You've been doing everything for everybody else, because Libra loves to please. Now it's time to please yourself, to find pleasure in your own life. To say, okay, I've done enough for everyone, now I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to find what brings me joy. So that's my forecast for February, Libra. If you like this reading, please click on the like button, leave a comment, let me know what's going on in your life if you resonated with this reading. And if you'd like a private reading, you can click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, because this is general. It may not apply to everyone. So don't have it come apart if it doesn't apply to you. Maybe the next reading will. But if you want a private reading, that will apply to you, because that will be specifically, I'll be focusing on you, your situation, when I pull the cards. So have a wonderful February. Thank you for supporting this channel. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Listen, happy Valentine's Day. And I hope your month is filled with love and romance. And I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.